Alrighty guys, we got another review today, but if this video seems a little bit off, there's a reason why, and it is because there's still some stuff for the review that's coming in later, but I don't have them yet, but they will all be in this video. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the review. Don't mind my laptop in the background, but we shall start with probably the biggest item we got here today, being this Sonic Sleepy plush, and honestly I think it's pretty cute looking. Has a lot of detail, and depending on where you get it, the place I got it, it retailed for $24.99 brand new, and pretty hefty. Has a huge head, all the quills, all the details and everything, and it'd be your little sleeping buddy in bed. Now let's move on to the second biggest item in this video, which I will pull out right here. And that is a Legend of Zelda Triforce Lite. Now I don't know if you need batteries for this or not. Here's the front of the box, and this retails for $20.99 at Hobby Lobby. The side of the box, the back of the box, showing you what it looks like in the dark, the bottom of the box, and then the other side of the box, the top of the box. And now let's open this and see what it looks like. Oh, it's a plug-in one. That's nice to know. Is it USB? Okay, so it's a plug-in, or you can use batteries. Now, I think I have plenty of AAA batteries, so let me go check real quick. Here is it out of the box. On the side, it has the Triforce Hyrule logo. We'll take a look at it real quick just to show you, because I don't know if that shows up well on the camera. The back sports that Legend of Zelda logo with the trademark. The bottom doesn't really have much to it aside from the treading. The other side has that same Legend of Zelda Hyrule symbol, and then of course the Triforce on the front. Now let's take a look at this in the dark. Taking a look at this in the dark, you can see it makes such a great night light. If you have it in a certain spot in your room, you know, you can have that facing. I mean, that's pretty cool if you ask me. I think this is well worth the money I spent for it. So yeah, that is it for that item. I can't really say much more. But there is an option for you to be able to plug it in instead of using batteries, but I recommend using batteries if you have it. Next item in this review, this one's going to be a Nintendo and Sonic themed one. There will be a FNAF one coming up, which is going to be a lot more on that one compared to this one, because I have buildable sets and everything coming, and it's a whole ordeal. Anyway, there is more Sonic stuff coming. I have a couple of Funko Pops coming in the mail that are Sonic that I think you guys might be interested in. Anyway, let's get into this figure and see how it looks. So the front of the box, this is a Sonic Prime figure, of course, of 9, if I didn't say that already. Tails 9 says New York City, made by Jakks Pacific, articulation, and this was for a re-release wave, which came with New York Sonic, Tails 9, Shadow, and Rusty Rose. Now when I went to the store, the only 3 that they had was Sonic, Tails 9, and Shadow, not Shadow, but Rusty Rose. Let's see what his description says, because this is the first time I've gotten this figure, so I don't really know what his description says. It says 70 point, wow, this is a cool figure then if it has that much articulation. 70 points of articulation. The camera's sliding off the table, I'm sorry guys. And the description of the character. A loner by choice, Tails 9 has an edge on him due to years of honing his survivor's instinct. And you got like the Sonic Prime logo up in the corner, the Netflix logo in the bottom corner, and then of course the bottom of the box, nothing new, window on the side of the box, window for the front of the box, and the classic Sonic Prime box art. And let's just open this figure and see what it looks like outside of the package. Here is 9 out of the package, and by far this is one of my favorite Sonic, like, just action figures. I mean, the DC characters are cool and everything, but like, this is amazing. Like, they captured his likeness perfectly. Like, all the way to the tufts of hair, like, and even still having like a lot of articulation, like ball joint foot, like full 360 arms, and like the elbow joints and butterfly joints, almost. I say almost. He's sporting the, let's see, 7 mechanical tails, which if you want him to be standing, you're going to have to kind of angle these down. Unfortunately. And then these you can angle up, of course, because they're up higher, but those ones you'll have to angle down, because unfortunately he's too top-heavy. Although, one thing that I didn't like about Sonic Prime was the fact that they made 9 a villain. Yeah, 9 was such a, like, notorious character for being evil and everything, but honestly, I feel like 9 would have made a better hero to the cast. But then again, it's, like, nice seeing a different take on Tails. You know, Tails is normally a nice, energetic fox creature, and, yeah, I mean, all the detail, the fur, even. Like, you can see the fur quite clearly. Like, this is just an amazing figure. The articulation is unbelievable at this point. I suppose if you wanted to, you could point his tails down, but I wouldn't recommend it because I don't know if they're on a ball joint or if they are one of those ones that are, you know, like, make it seem like they're on a ball joint and, you know, they're not and they end up breaking easy. But yeah, this is one of the coolest figures that I've ever gotten. I'll say that much. Can't be no cooler than the ones that I'm going to review later in this video, though. Oh, trust me. You'll think they're cool. Unfortunately, they won't have any articulation, but they'll be way better than this. I'm not going to say what it is because I haven't gotten it in the mail yet, and I'm not going to tease it. But you'll see it later in this video. Anyway, let's move on to the next item in the video. Alright, the next items in this video just came in the mail. We have a Biddy-Pop arcade, which it has a display, and it comes with a Biddy-Pop of Sonic and a little arcade machine that's themed after Sonic the Hedgehog. We'll look at that more in detail here in a bit. But here's the side of the window. You can kind of see what that looks like almost. Here's the other side for the window. And the back of the packaging kind of shows what you can do. Insert Biddy-Pop into the arcade and display Biddy-Pop. You can put the little Biddy-Pop's case below, and then you slide the character in to make it look like, you know. And you can exchange the characters, too. Anyway, let's take a look at this, since this is the first item in the video, and it's probably the smallest that we're going to get in this video, so I almost didn't want to open this, but at the same time I want to. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. This is so cool! Okay. The darn thing is... Okay, there we go. So first of all, let's take a look at the arcade machine. It has coin slots, like a regular arcade machine does down here. You can kind of see it. There we go. You got the Sonic the Hedgehog logo up here. You got some... Sorry if you hear my dog Luna in the background barking. I really apologize. You have like the joystick, the buttons to the arcade, Sonic on the side here. I love this render for the pops. You got the bottom here. Not much to the bottom, it doesn't look like. You got the Biddy-Bop arcade logo, and then the same as the other side except for reversed. And you just pop open this back side here. Now let's take a look at the Biddy-Pop of Sonic. It's Sonic with the ring. Here's the side of the Biddy-Pop. It shows Sonic with the ring. Normally on bigger Funko Pops, which I'll explain when I show off the other Funko items in this video, normally the back will show what characters you can collect, but since it's a Biddy-Pop, it does not show. And then you have Sonic with the ring on the side here again. And as far as I'm aware, I think this is the only Biddy-Pop of Sonic. There are no other, like, there's no Knuckles, there's no Tails, you know. Like, there's just no... Huh. I thought, oh, it goes in like that. You slide it in like that. And then you turn it around, and you got Sonic in the little arcade. It's so cool! Like, this is amazing. I love it. I mean, I love it. I just love how this looks. I love it. I honestly love it. And it's the perfect size for 2.5-inch figures. I'll get one for scale. Give me just this. This 2.5-inch figure I had was Amy. But, oh, the control stick kind of moves, but if you're If you open up her hand just a little bit, you can kind of attach her hand to it. Well, it doesn't really work that well, but like you can make her look like she's playing the arcade machine. It'll probably work better for like 4-inch figures, but I think this is an amazing addition to my Sonic collection. And if you don't want the arcade, the figure in the arcade, you just take the packaging back out for your Bitty Pop, close the door in the back, and then put Sonic in your Bitty Pop case. And you can display these like this, or you can make your own little arcade, you know? I just love how this looks. Anyway, let's move on to the next item in the video. There are 2 Funko Pops I'd like to review with you guys. And oh boy. One of them I'm saving for the last Funko Pop in this video, because it's going to be amazing. You already kind of got a glimpse of it. But anyway, this one, from what I understand, is an exclusive to Funko's website. And the official Funko seal, right here. And it is from the Diamond Collection, and it is a Sonic, Silver the Hedgehog Sonic figure from Pop Games 1103, and it's not in any certain wave in particular or anything like that. There's the other window, and it's like all glittery. So let's open Silver up and ironically, Silver is his name, and what's all over him? Silver glitter. Oh boy. I'm gonna have glitter all over me. His head moves. Dang, this... Yeah, I'm already getting glitter on me. Sometimes that's a good sign, and a lot of the times that's a bad sign. I really like how this figure looks, like... Just look at it in the light, though, too. Bright light! But as for articulation-wise on this figure... only the head moves. You can turn it full 360. Well, almost full 360. I recommend leaving it in the package if you want this staying with all the glitter on it. He comes with a stand, so don't worry about him falling over. You know, and he's attached to the stand, so don't worry about having to take him out and attach him and all that good stuff. And, like, seriously, they captured, like, they've done Silver in the past, and... honestly, I think this is a great Funko figure for any Sonic collector. If you don't have any Funko... Look at that. There's already glitter on my hands. You can't really see it, but... like, if you don't have a Funko Silver the Hedgehog, then this would be the one I'd say to pick up. Because... oh, and the Bitty Pop it retails for $12.99. These figures, the Funko Pops, retail on the website for... I think $14.99 to $10.99, something like that. Anyway, let's move on to the next figure, which, oh boy, I am so excited to show you guys this one. Neo Metal Sonic, dude. I am so excited to look at this. This is my first piece of Neo Metal merch. I mean, just look at the side of the packaging, the back of the packaging. I don't even care about the others in this wave. The only one I care about is Neo Metal. Of course, I'd want to collect, you know, Blaze and SBO and Jet, but, like, Neo Metal, I had to grab this immediately once it hit Funko's website, because I knew it would sell out quickly. The top of the packaging, bottom of the packaging is, like, the same for every Funko Pop. But, oh boy, let's take a look at this figure. I cannot wait to see, oh my gosh, the cape, dude. Dude, look at this! This is amazing! He has a little bit of articulation on the head. Obviously, you can't turn it full 360 because of the fact, you know, his spikes in the back, and his spikes on his head. But dude, this is such an amazing figure. Holy cow. And he stands up pretty good, too. Dude. This makes me want the Neo Metal Sonic Jakks Pacific figure even more now. Like, we don't get very much Neo Metal Sonic merch, which is why I had to snag my hands on this, so that way I'd at least have one item in the Neo Metal stuff. But holy cow, dude. Look at that. This is amazing. If I remember in editing, I'll throw a picture on the side here for reference to see what Neo Metal looks like, but, like, seriously, Funko. This is amazing. 10 out of 10 figure. Let's see what the branding says on the bottom. Yep, 2025. It just released. I wonder if this one just released too. Yep. So here's the two. Whoa. Here's the two compared to each other. And I'd say only due to the spikes does Neo Metal have a little bit taller than Silver. But honestly, you know, I like the Silver figure, but this is my favorite. Like, it's even metallic too. Like, just kind of look at it in the light. Like, you can see it reflecting. Like, I love this. I love this, man. The head's hollow, of course, just like every Funko Pop, but seriously, the detailing on this. I love this. This will be my favorite Funko Pop for the longest time. I just can't get over how cool this Funko Pop is. There's definitely going to be more in this Nintendo/Sonic video review, but I don't know what I'll add to it quite yet. I do have a Lego set that is going to be a speed build. I don't know if I'm going to put it in this video, which you'll find out when this video is uploaded. I will not yet until I get it edited, but I will put it probably as a separate video since it's a speed build. But man, look at this, man. 10 out of 10, man. Neo Metal Sonic. Like, everything right here, down to the bitty pop and everything, man. Like, everything right here, I give a straight up 10 out of 10. The thing I give a 10 out of 10 the most to, though, has to be Neo Metal Sonic. Like, that's just... There's no ifs, ands, or buts. This is the best Funko Pop ever. Alright, so I lied. That wasn't the last of the Sonic stuff. I had to add a few more things. I found these at found this at Target, which is supposed to be a Funko exclusive. Side of the box, back of the box, window side, bottom, top. And let's take a look at this Funko Pop. Wow, pretty good Funko Pop. Full 360 head rotation. Wow. Buccaneer Shadow. Nice. He's got the pirate hat, the feathers, even an eye patch. The boots have detailing. Wow. Although I wish for this being an exclusive, quote-unquote, that it had a lot more to it. Like, maybe glitter like the Silver earlier in this video. I don't know. But that's not even the best Shadow prop we got. I went into GameStop and found this. The Shadow the Hedgehog Collector's Edition from Shadow Generations. And you best know we're taking a look at this. On the back it says, Shadow the Hedgehog. With his amazing speed and raw power, Shadow the Hedgehog can control time and space with chaos control, or will unleash an explosion with his special Chaos Blast ability. Has 24 points of articulation, 2 interchangeable hands, 1 set of wings, 1 wing connector, and 1 clip. And of course the stand. So here's what the back of the box looks like. It's the side of the box. Front of the box you already saw. Bottom of the box has a render of Shadow and of course the barcode. Top of the box has a window of the figure. Can't really see it very well, but let's get this figure out of the packaging. Let's take a look at it, shall we? Let's grab our handy dandy skizzers here. Let's cut the seal on this and let's take a look at what he looks like on the inside. This whole snackazoid side. Snacky doodles, I can't wait to see what this figure looks like outside of the package. I mean, it already looks 10 times awesome. It looks awesome and amazing outside of the package. I can't imagine what it looks... I mean, it looks 10 times... it looks amazing inside of the package. I can't imagine what it looks like outside of the package. First of all, we got our interchangeable parts. I will cut to when I have Shadow out of the box and ready to review. Alright, so this is a pretty cool figure. So, one of these hands, this one, was already on Shadow when you take him out of the box, but here's one of the interchangeable hands, and of course you have fists that you can interchange, and of course you have his regular old quills that you can change out in the back. Now, the base is nothing special, but we'll take a look at that first. The base is just like some debris, and I don't even think this is like a specific shot or anything like that. It's just something that you can use for displaying Shadow. As for Shadow with the Doom wings, the wings have articulation. And they don't want to stay on, apparently. Alright, let's get this back on there. So here's Shadow with the Doom wings on. And you can pose him in any way you want to. The wings do fold back. And you can put the wings down if you want to. You can't put them down very far, but you can put them down far enough. And for now, let's take the wings off. We'll take a look at those here in just a minute. Let's attach Shadow's regular quills real quick for a little bit, and we'll take a look at the figure itself. The figure itself has head articulation forward just a little bit, not by much, but side to side, kind of wobbles a little bit. Chest articulation, ball joint, I think, for the feet, knee joints, butterfly joints, just like the movie figures. And one of the only thing missing would be Shadow's gun here to make this look even better. But one of the poses that I'd probably have him in is the classic, you know, hey, I'm running, don't mess with me kind of look to him. And it's the one figure that you can actually pose like this. If you take the Doom wing stand out, you can clip your figure on to the peg holes that are on the stand. And you can display him however you would like. Now, since this is just a regular old Shadow figure pretty much without the wings, obviously, if I were you, I'd display him with the wings. Now, for size reference, here is the Buccaneer Shadow we just checked out. And let's take our regular Shadow here, and let's just compare the two. Like size reference, pretty tall. I don't know what size figure this is. I wonder if it says on the box. One set, it just says collector's figure. Oh, comes with instructions. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, it comes with instructions, so. And the recommended age gap, the recommended age for this would be 14 and up, I think it said, but you know, any age, I'm pretty sure, can buy this. You know, it's not an age restricted item, obviously. The figure and Buccaneer Shadow aside, let's move some stuff out of the way and take a look at the Doom wings. Now, you can take them out of the peg hole here for Shadow. Articulation on the Doom wings, you can move it just about up to here, but for display purposes, I'd probably have it right here. It does have a hinge right here, so you can have him facing backwards, or you can have him with his wings out towards the back, but I'd have them angled like this and maybe upward if you're feeling like you want him to fly. I probably won't use the stand, to be honest. Knowing me, I'll most likely find some way somehow to hang him from my ceiling, which it'll look amazing. Same thing goes for this Doomwing. It has the same articulation and nothing really too special about it. Now, let's take a look at some of the hands that you can put on there. So one of them I already said that was already on Shadow to begin with when I opened the package was this one right here. Now I think what would fit perfectly in his hand right there would be a Chaos Emerald. Now unfortunately with the Doomwings on, he is top heavy. I figured that out. Even with the stand, he's very top heavy, so you cannot really display him with the wings without the stand, because he's very top heavy with the wings, because the wings have some weight to them. So let's place the wings on. Let's place our figure in the little coupling that it comes with to hold the figure. I put that on upside down. Sorry, probably all you're seeing is my hand, but then you plug that in right there, and you line up Shadow's feet so that way he's pegged in the hole. And now you can have Shadow in his Doom wings. You can spread them out as far as you want when he's on this stand, because the stand holds him. Like, the wingspan on this is amazing. You can angle them forward just a little bit more if you want to. Like I said, if it's possible for me, I'm probably going to find a way to display him on my ceiling. But recommended, this is just me. If you have him in this pose, I feel like the best hand options for him would be these. You know, like he's showing off his powers, like, ooh, I'm cool and all that. And yeah, these are the extra 2 items I decided to add to this little review. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video or at the next figure.